DeRosa. It is so fun to watch him because it's a home run forever to the opposite field. What do you always say? You say, just do what you do best. And James Wood hits bombs to the opposite field. That's what he does.
It's funny you say that, Lauren, because we had him in studio with C.J. Abrams last year.
Yeah, quiet, unassuming.
Yep.
Very quiet.
And we asked him what he was like in high school. We're going to throw back to that, and we're going to take a look at that sound. But I'm sitting there last night perusing the landscape, and there's certain things that guys can do that other guys can't, right? He just had an AB off Martin Perez left on left and just shot one into the left center bullpen. And it was very easy, like he was just trying to hit a base hit over the shortstop's head. Then you watch what O'Neal Cruz does. So I was just diving in, texting back and forth with Eric Nays. I know I've seen him on boards for the opposite field power. I knew we had him in studio. I just want to give him some love. I know X-Man's going to come out and talk about Yordan Alvarez, but this is one of the better young power hitters in our sport, and the amount of hard contact he makes. So let's get in, give a little love to James Wood. Battling it out last night with the Atlanta Braves, but boy, the ability to hit the ball hard and drive the ball the other way. We talk about it all the time. We're going to bring up a front end real quick where his ranks are at. Season stats with MLB ranks. 9 homers, he's tied for third. Top 10 hitter in the sport right now. But look at the barrel percentage. Look at the hard hit percentage. Look at the OPS plus. I mean, he's a top 5 hitter in hard contact and getting the job done. So I want to go into his at-bat last night against Martin Perez. Let's go. Pause this for me real quick. What I love about him, and you hear me talk about this a lot, it's like eliminating sides of the plate, eliminating sides of the field, which I'm not saying everybody should do that, but for certain guys that can work the ball up the middle the other way, there comes times, and I'm sure he can attest to this, where a guy like Martin Perez, you're facing him, and a guy like James Wood, left-on-left matchup, he could almost eliminate pull because he has so much power the other way, and he knows Martin Perez can't beat him with his best fastball, that he could almost eliminate pull side, sit on heater middle away, but then that keeps you back on all his off-speed stuff. I'm not giving up any slug to drive him out opposite field. Watch this AB progress. Hard cutter away for a strike, perfect pitch. Change up, down and in, 0-2. And now he battles himself back into the count and gets a 2-seamer that he's trying to go away with. Run that back for me. If he executes this pitch, he might only give up a single to left field. But watch where this pitch ends up and watch James Wood not cheat. How many guys would get this pitch riding up and in and they'd get spinny and end up grounding this out to second base or side slicing a pop-up to third? Watch this pitch. He's trying to go down the way, up and in, and he drives it out to left field like he's hitting right-handed. I know we'll get into his side angle. It is a large human that has simplified his swing. It's an easy move for him again. Run that back for me real quick. We talked about this, common themes throughout years, right? We talked about the hip a lot last year. Watch the minimal hand play this guy's got. We're seeing that a lot. Be able to get your swing off at pitcher release. That is just dropped in the slot and going the other way for power. And it's been consistent the entire year. I mean, watch this 2-iron off. Boom, Cade Horton. Just a bullet in the cold at Wrigley. There's never any cheat in his game. Roki Sasaki, 0-2. I got to stay back. I got to honor 98. I know he can beat me with it. Let me stay back. He hangs me a split, and I drive it into the woodshed. 2-iron from Ryan Stanek. This is like Stanton stuff. And Nats Park, 2012, I was a part of the Nats team. That is not an easy place, even during batting practice, to just manipulate the ball all around the lot for power. That plays fair. So for him to just shoot it up the middle the other way consistently, the way he does, that's his stock swing. So I wanted to bring up the board for highest slug to the opposite field. Oh, I want to take you through this Ronaldo Lopez. This is, again, pause this for me real quick. Again, eliminating pull side, right? So you don't have to cheat and you can stay on all the off-speed stuff. Ronaldo Lopez, run this. 2-0 heater away, he blacks it up. Breaking ball back in the count, 2-2. Watch him not cheat on this fastball. That would have been very easy for him to pot commit 3-2, but he knew he got a 2-2 breaking ball, and there's a chance he could have got a 3-2 breaking ball. So let me stay on it and do what I do best and drive it up the middle the other way. Highest slug percentage to the opposite field. You got Nick Kurtz at 1, James Wood at 2. I go back to this because of the kids at home. Chipper Jones said this all the time. Where did your home runs go in Little League? Were you an opposite field guy? Were you a pull guy? That's what you need to lean into. Lean into your strengths and clean up a little bit of your weaknesses. We had James Wood come in last year, and I asked him that exact question. Take a listen to this. Going to start and stop because a lot of them are absolutely destroyed to the opposite field. First off, before we get into that, take me into your high school experience. Were you a guy that hit a ton of homers to the was a lot of your balls going the other way?
I mean, I felt like it was pretty even. I felt like when I pulled them, I was never really like a dead pull hitter.
Yeah.
I think my pull was always kind of like
Top
right center.
Yeah. Pause this real quick. What he said right there, I was never a pull hitter, and my pull shots were usually in the gap. So his strength was up the middle. He's been like this for a long time, and will continue. But you get count leverage against a guy like Brandon Woodruff, and you want to take a shot, he'll take a shot, run it. Want to cheat to a heater in? See ya. So as his career progresses, he'll get in more counts. He'll get against guys he knows how they want to attack him. Pause this. And the difference is point of contact. If he's going to go the other way, which seems to be his stock move, occasionally he's going to pull a baseball. It's the same swing. It's just different point of contact. Run this. Just catching it out a little bit early. The swing doesn't change. It's just point of contact for him. But in order to stay on everything, because he's going to get pitched like a monster, he has to be willing to go the other way. And you see his career spray chart.
What?
Look at that.
A thing of beauty.
Shahadi's does not look like that.
This is not like mine.
All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Yeah, hard hit percentage leader. Schwarber, Cruz, Wood, Judge, Anthony, and Ohtani. Rip me some of his hardest hit balls. And these are this year. This is consistent. This is north of 115, 116.
And it's so interesting. You said minimal movement to the ball. That's all we hear now. That's all we hear now.
116.3. Yeah, I was always taught, Lauren, you want to dance with the pitcher. Franklin Stubbs always used to say, get a love song in your head and try and dance with the pitcher.
Ooh, Sade.
These guys are not dancing. They are ready to rock. I mean, that's burning the left fielder right there. And who does he remind me of? I always go back to my youth, my childhood, growing up. Dave Winfield coming to the Yankees for the first time. I mean, just 6'5", 6'6", just an animal who could do everything. And then Darryl Strawberry. And then you got right here, players to rank in the 95th percentile or higher. Hard hit percentage, barrel percentage, bat speed, and walk. Nick Kurtz and James Wood. The game's in good. I mean, some of these young guys.
Debuted in 2004, an All-Star in 2005, and there is more where that came from.
Did you mention about he's got a higher OPS against lefties over the last 2 years?
You just did.
All right, there you go.
Let's go.
Good job.
And he made,
Good job by
he's made
you.
a couple nice catches recently.
Yes, he has. He said he has worked very hard on his defense.